Hi, in this tutorial I want to show how to crochet jasmine stitch, and I was using this yarn, multicolor yarn, and made some small piece. So you can use this stitch for blanket, or you can use just one row for edging of your scarf, or can finish the boot cuffs. And I have a tutorial how to make boot cuffs using and then finishing with this jasmine stitch, or you can use it for blanket as well. This is slightly thick. You get slightly thick project, but it's very nice, and in multicolors it looks just gorgeous. So let's get started. And I'm using number 4 crochet hook, and we'll be using in linen color to show how to make it. So let's make slip knot and then chain 1. Now just pull a little bit your yarn, yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through into the and pull the same length, then yarn over and again insert into the same stitch and pull through the same. So now you want to hold the working yarn and yarn over and keep that right here between your fingers, pull through all the loops. Now come back into that space between working yarn and the loops, yarn over and pull through, and now make pull through that one. Okay, so again pull a little bit longer, yarn over, insert into that space here and pull through, and yarn over into that space again and pull through. So keep the yarn, hold it, working yarn, and pull through, insert between the loops and that working yarn, pull through and make single crochet. And now again pull a little bit longer, so you want to keep those loops the same length. Yarn over, go ahead and insert right here into that space and pull through, yarn over into that space again and pull through. Keep the yarn very tight, pull through into the space, pull through and single crochet, and pull a little bit again longer. So work as many stitches as you need, so it's gonna be your starting point. So we are having those small like puff stitches. Continue working like this. Again hold the working yarn and pull through, insert between and single crochet, and just make it longer. 2 times, insert into that space, 1 and 2, and here we go. Make it longer and insert twice into that space, 1, yarn over, 2. It goes pretty fast. So once you have just enough for your project, make 1 more. Okay, so now pull longer, yarn over, insert again into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again into the space, yarn over and pull through. Now we'll skip this, yarn over, and go into the next space. We skip that, go into the next, insert into that space, into that middle, yarn over and pull through a little bit longer loop, yarn over, insert into the space, pull through, and again yarn over into the space and pull through. So we insert into that space 3 times, yarn over, and we go into the next space and we'll insert and pull through 3 times. So 1, and make it longer, yarn over, 2, yarn over, and 3 times. Now hold that yarn, working yarn, yarn over and pull through all the loops. Hold it very tight and pull through all the loops. Now insert between yarn and the loops, yarn over and pull through. Between yarn and the loops, pull through, and now make single crochet and chain 1. And pull it a little bit longer, yarn over. Now we'll go into that space, we'll come back into that space, yarn over, pull through and make it longer, yarn over into that stitch, pull through. Okay, just like that, yarn over. Now we'll go into this the same stitch that we worked, and we'll go 3 times. Yarn over, pull through, make it longer, yarn over into that same stitch, pull through, so it's gonna be 2, yarn over, and 3. Yarn over. We'll go into the next stitch, and again 3 times. We'll insert 3 times. 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3. We make, so we have 3 times, 1 and 2 and 3, and 3 times into each space. Now hold the working yarn, yarn over, and pull through all the loops. Hold the working yarn and pull through. Now come back and insert the hook between that working yarn and the loops, yarn over, pull through, and make single crochet and chain 1. And we repeat, make it longer, yarn over. We'll go into this space 2 times, and 3 times, and 3 times into the next and next. Okay, so we insert 2 times. We already have that loop, and yarn over. So 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over. We'll go now 3 times into this space. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over into the next space. Well, that stitch will go 3 times. 1, 2, and we yarn over, 3. Hold that yarn very tight and pull through. Come back between loops and that working yarn, yarn over, pull through, make single crochet and chain 1. Repeat like this to the end. Again, yarn over 2 times into this, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over 3 times. We insert 3 times into this stitch. 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over 3 times into the next stitch. 1, 2 and 3. Hold the working yarn over and pull through all the loops. Come back and insert between the yarn and the loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, make single crochet and chain 1, and continue working just like that to the end. Make it longer 2 times into this stitch, 1, 2, yarn over, 3 times into that stitch, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, into the next stitch 3 times, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over and 3. We hold the working yarn and pull through the loops. Insert between the yarn and the loops, pull through, make single crochet and chain 1, and continue. Repeat 1 and 2, yarn over, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Go between the yarn and the loops, make single crochet and chain 1. So I want this to look same as starting point, have that zigzag. So I'll make 2 more stitches. So pull a little bit, yarn over and insert 2 times, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over. Now we'll go ahead and insert into that first stitch again 3 times, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3. So we are finishing the row. Hold the working yarn and we only have 2 those petals. We were working with 3, but to finish you have only 2. Hold the working yarn, pull through, insert between the yarn and the loops, pull through and make single crochet and chain 1. So we are finishing same way, so we'll have same edging from both sides. You can finish without this part, but then your edging will be slightly different. So let's see how we have here. So I have here this, the edges will not be very straight because of those flowers. So we have zigzag this way and this way. Otherwise, if you finish earlier, you have zigzag this way and zigzag this way. So it will be that. So we are working to have this way like that, like this when we started, and this way, and now it's gonna be that way. Second row, and this is second row. Second row, pull a little bit and turn around, yarn over, insert into this stitch just like that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again and insert second time and pull through, yarn over. We'll go into that very middle stitch right here, that space, and 3 times. 1, pull through, yarn over, 2, pull through, yarn over, 3. So we have 2 petals, second row, right? Hold that yarn very tight, pull through. Go between the space, that yarn into that space and the loops, yarn over, pull through, make single crochet and chain 1. So we're starting with the 2 petals. Pull slightly more, yarn over. We'll go 2 times into that again space, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over. We'll go into this space 3 times and into that 3 times. So we repeat as we did in a previous row. 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, and into the next 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold that yarn and pull through the loops. Insert between the yarn and the loops, pull through, make single crochet and chain 1. And repeat 2 times. 1, 2. Now 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of fun to crochet those stitches. 1, 2, 3, and the outcome is very, very nice. Hold that yarn, pull through between the yarn and the loops, single crochet, chain 1 and pull. Repeat 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, 1, 2, 3. Hold that yarn, chain 1. One, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And continue just like that. Beautiful, beautiful, nice pattern. So I will be finishing my second row, and those 2 rows, gorgeous. So I'm at this point, and I'll just pull a little, insert 2 times, 1, 2, yarn over, go into that space 3 times, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and now we'll go into this right here, into that space 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold the yarn and pull through the loops. Go in between the yarn and loops, single crochet and chain 1, and we finished our second row. Now we start row 3, turn around, pull that stitch longer, and it's gonna be only one petal to start row 3. Yarn over, insert into this stitch 2 times. 1, yarn over, 2. Hold the yarn and pull through. Come back and insert between the yarn and the loops. Make single crochet and chain 1. Now pull longer yarn, yarn over. We'll go and insert into this stitch. Stitch 1, yarn over 2 times. Yarn over. We'll go ahead and insert into this stitch. We skip that and go insert into that. 1, 3 times. 2, yarn over, 3, yarn over, and we'll go ahead and insert into this stitch 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and this is what we have. Hold the yarn and pull through the loops. Into this stitch 2 times. 1, 2, yarn over, 3 times. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, into the next stitch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold the yarn and pull through. Chain 1. Repeat like this to the end. I'm finishing my third row. So 1, 2, and 3, third row. So the edging might be tricky, but if you follow the video, you'll be fine. So now I am inserting, so I have those 2 petals, inserting into this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hold the yarn and pull through the loops. Okay, chain 1. So I'm finishing my row, pull longer, 2 times, 1, 2, yarn over, and we'll go into this stitch 3 times, 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. Now you hold the yarn and pull through, so we have those 2 petals, right? Finishing the row. So it was row 3. So my second row will be exactly as second row. Turn around, and if you are not sure how to do that, you can start from second row. So I don't count that chain. Not the chain as we did puff stitches, but second row. So starting from that point. So first row and then second. Pull, and let's start together. Insert into this stitch 2 times. 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over. We'll go into the next stitch, and again from that point, whenever you start, you can start again from the second row and come back after you finish those couple rows. Come back again to the second row if you're not sure how to start, how many those petals you should make. So 3 times we have 1, 2, and 3, and now we hold that yarn, we make only 2 petals, hold that yarn and pull through. Between the yarn and the loops, single crochet, chain 1, pull 2 times, 1 and 2, yarn over into that stitch, need one more yarn, 1, 2, 3, yarn over into the next stitch, 1, 2, and 3. I believe you can continue from that point. And here we go. So the edging will be like zigzags, like that. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.